Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start the women's 25-plus gold medal match.
Irina Tereschenko serving to Christine McGrath and Sarah Ansboury.
Team in the white, Irina Tereschenko and Lucy Kovalova playing against Sarah Ansboury and Christine McGrath.
Side out.
All right, first side out. This is Rusty from Pickleball Channel. We are at the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships. I'm joined by Rob Cassidy again.
Hi folks, thank you so much for joining us.
0-0-1.
We've had our first side out. The score is 0-0-1. McGrath serves.
Ooh.
There you go.
Beautiful smash.
Transitioning up to the net. Jumps up in the air a little bit, hits that strong forehand.
Christine McGrath, not only is she one of the better female players, but she's got one of the better forehand shots in the game. I don't care who you are.
Dink session begins between Irina and Sarah.
Oh!
Second serve.
Looks like she might have lost her patience a little bit on that one.
So a little bit interesting about these teams. Lucy,
1-0-2.
they both have black bottoms. Irina with the gray cap on, originally from Russia. She went to Texas Tech and played tennis. And Lucy as well, a top-level tennis player. Grew up in Slovakia and then moved to Wichita State to play tennis. Score 0-1-1.
Sarah takes the net. Oh, Irina rips it out of, follows it up with another rip, and a little forcey there, unsuccessful. Looking to the second serve here to get on the board, start this game up right.
0-1-2.
Two-handed backhand there. Oh, good shots and a good let go by Sarah Ansboury.
Yeah, strong two-handed backhand, a little too much went long. One thing you'll see in this is you're going to see some strong two-handed backhand by the women. Ironically, just a few years ago in this sport.
Oh, trickler off the net. Sarah with the good hustle. Look at that footwork. You see her getting low, taking those shots right. Oh, and she rips it. Lucy's there, but not enough.
So, a few years ago, there were people telling women, you can't do a two-handed backhand in pickleball. And a number of these tennis players have come out and were crushing it. The score is 2-0-1.
Oh, nice save by Christine. Oh, and put away. There they go. Off and running. Here in game one, it's going to be a best of 3 to 11 win by 2.
And once again, for folks who aren't used
3 is your score.
most pickleball is double elimination, but here both teams are undefeated. The score is 3-0-1.
Oh, a nice slice serve return by Lucy, and Christine puts it in the net. That was a great return by Lucy Kovalova.
3-0-2.
Ansboury McGrath still up, second serve, 3-0-2.
Oh, great shots and a great handle by Christine McGrath to take the point.
Heats up, but a little bit too wide.
Excuse
Side
me.
out.
Yeah, my mistake. That ball was called out.
Yeah. We're over here tucked in the corner, folks. Maybe next year we'll have a skybox for full view of the court.
Second serve.
There you go.
0-3-2.
Notice how she comes over the ball to get that curve on it, so the ball's coming down on her opponent. Ooh, a great exchange and out by Irina.
Side out.
Oh, quick strategy talk here. They have a limited amount of time, but they got to get that talk in and get the strategy right to take this game.
3-0-1. Point.
Point scored. They are on the board here. Ansboury looking to keep it going. 4-0-1.
Ansboury McGrath off to a bit of a lead. Little hit of the net.
Oh!
Second server.
Back to Lucy with a two-handed backhand. Sarah's not able to return it. Second server, the score
4-0-2.
still 4-0-2. Lead to Ansboury McGrath.
It's a big lead here this early in the game. 4-0-2. You're going to see a lot of technical play this game. Oh, great exchange.
Irina hitting it back. Christine tried to duck, but it got caught in her hair, I think.
0-4-1.
Score 0-4-1.
Point.
Big backhand from Irina. Feet coming off the court there.
On the board.
1-4-1.
Scores 1-4-1.
Nice return by Sarah. She takes it. Oh! It's definitely not what she meant to do. She wanted to bring that down and come over the ball a little bit more and keep it on the court.
So now we're getting a little bit of a roll coming back. 2 points in a row.
Making it a game now. Ooh, great block. It's in. Look at that stretch. Oh, Christine gets involved. Pinning it on Irina here. Looks like they're trying to avoid Lucy, at least for this point. Oh, great. Oh, great dink battle.
It looked like a little bit of a miss hit there on Sarah's part, you know, which is uncharacteristic. She's actually, she's drying off her hand, drying off her face.
Oh, yeah.
The humidity here, you know, typically, I think most people, unless you're in Florida, you're not dealing with a lot of slippery paddles, but...
Yeah, it's been brutal down here. If you're not from southern Florida, it is hot down here. Oh, great hands. Christine into the finish.
Nice rally
off
there.
of Lucy's paddle.
Second server.
Yeah, it has been wet, sticky, and you got to do everything you can to stay dry and stay in the shade here. U.S. Open has some critical environmental factors. Wow, that was a great rip by Irina Tereschenko, and it was beautifully handled by Christine and Sarah.
So back, Sarah just switched paddles. Sarah's sponsored by Head, Christine by Paddle Tech, as well as Irina by Paddle Tech.
Yeah, it was the same paddle, but you know, one might be a little older. She might need a little more touch as opposed to a little more power, you know, variation, and it's also a perfectly legal move to switch paddles mid-game.
And Lucy is with Engage, so we have a variety of companies here.
4-3-2.
The Minto U.S. Open Pickleball Championships, powered by Margaritaville.
Good let by Lucy there.
And the women's 25-plus game is heating up a little bit. Once again, it's Rusty from Pickleball Channel. I'm here with Rob Cassidy. Thank you for joining us, everybody, from all around. The wind has picked up. We are in the world's best open-air arena, single-stadium pickleball court. The shade structure, as you can see, there's plenty of light, but right now it's nice, even light, pretty much. There's a little bit of a cool breeze. It's not too difficult, but the wind is at the back of Irina and Lucy.
Side out.
We have our side out.
Yeah, there's definitely a big difference, you know, on this court here. I mean, these girls have plenty of experience of being on the stage and being filmed with all this publicity here.
Christine tries to go with a strong baseline, but hits the tape of the net there.
These girls certainly have nerves of steel. Ooh, just
point.
Ball goes just along. Now we're 5-3.
Fast-paced game here. It's already 5-3-2. Looking to increase their lead here. Two-handed backhand, drop shot. Oh!
Side out.
So it feels almost like the last few little rounds, the game's slowing down a little bit. It was the first part was heating up, a little bit more aggressive, and maybe Sarah and Christine are being a little bit more cautious. Switch sides.
My goodness.
Good hustle by Lucy to get that ball coming just over the net. Partners switch sides, and Sarah hits it a little bit wide.
4-5-1.
The score 4-5-1. Still a 1-point game.
Yep, they could tie it here on this serve. Nice backhand slice drop. Sarah on the attack. All four players at the net. Oh, ripped. Followed up. Oh, she backs up. It's in. Oh!
Ooh, looks like Lucy might have just hurt her ankle there. Going for that ball. Maybe a twist ankle. She's grabbing her ankle.
Yeah, these tournaments are certainly not easy on the body. It could be an injury that occurred earlier in the day. It has been a long day of some hard, hot pickleball. Timeout call.
Serving team. Score is 4-5-2.
All right, we have a timeout. We're going to mute the audio. We'll be back to you in 2 minutes.
Line judges, are you ready?
We're coming back from the timeout.
Line judge.
Checking our line judges. We're ready. We're in the middle of
4-5-2.
Middle of game number 1. The score is 4-5-2.
Oh, there it is. That cross-court backhand by Christine McGrath. Unstoppable.
Five, four. 5-4-1.
Sarah Ansboury, Christine McGrath started out with a lead. It took a while for Lucy and Irina to get on the board, and now it's been kind of going back and forth. 1 point here, 1 point there, 1 point here, 1 point there.
Little high there, and Kovalova is able to punish him for it.
5-4-2.
Second serve, looking to increase their lead.
Score is now 5-4-2.
Oh, nice drop by Sarah. She takes the net. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, the put away is saved. Oh!
That was a great get by Lucy. She was able to drop it. The crowd gave a little bit of gas, but they couldn't quite pull it all the way out.
And that's a good smile there by Lucy. She wasn't upset at anything. That was a messy point, and they gave it their best there. Way too high. Another punishing blow by Irina Tereschenko.
Sarah Ansboury there in the blue head shirt. Who's a former tennis pro in the Northwest, and she's now full-time pickleball. In addition to being a full-time RVer, traveling around the country, growing the sport, teaching people how to play.
Oh, bully. Great shots by Christine. She's very, very smooth and very aggressive at the same time. It's an incredible combination on the pickleball court.
4-6-2.
Oh, little stack action here.
Scores 4-6-2.
Ooh, ripped. Oh, and there's that follow-up, that second attempt. You know, she does have the option to take that second attempt and turn it into a dink. You know, maybe reset and wait for that.
6-4-1.
So most of the time, you don't really want to force that second shot. Otherwise, that might be the outcome. Ooh.
Second server.
Now, at this point, Christine and Sarah are playing into the wind, so that might be a factor that affected that ball there into the net. Sarah Ansboury is one of the most technically sound players in the game, and we are blessed to see this great game being played by four of the best female players in the game. Oh, off the net, handled.
And she gets it back.
Oh, the rip into the setup, put away.
Women's doubles, 40 plus. Susan Burton, Sarah Acosta.
Second serve.
Charlotte
4-6-2.
Jill Roy. Report to the announcer's table. That'll be on court number 41.
5-6-2.
Women's doubles, 30 plus. Chris Carey, Nicole Cameron, Rija Bongaswet, Jen Young. Report to the announcer's table.
6-5-1.
43.
Christine McGrath with her signature paddle, serving. Nice drop by Sarah Ansboury. Oh, and that was a little in between there. She didn't fully commit to the rip and popped it up, and Tereschenko was able to put her in her place on that one.
6-5-2.
Score 6-5-2. Kovalova with the slice return. Oh.
Side out.
A little rushed there. It looks like we got a little bit of a ball check. We got a cracked ball. Looking for a little. Oh. She didn't look like she checked the ball too much there. Oh, ball is discarded. A new ball's on the court here.
Okay, we're at 5-6-1.
There's no replay on that, as it's been confirmed that the ball did not affect the play, but we have a new ball. Dura 40 they're playing with here. Oh, great range by Lucy, getting involved. One of the things you want to do on the court, folks, while you're playing is stay big, know about your range of motion, and get involved.
6-6-1.
The score is 6-6-1. Tie game.
Oh, deep sailing ball. It's probably the slice that she went for on that, because she is shooting into the wind. Oh, paddle down, timeout called. They are off the court, and we will be right back after this timeout. Stay tuned.
The score is 7-6-1.
Okay, we're back from our timeout.
Okay, we are at 7-6-1.
Score is 7-6-1. Irina Tereschenko serving.
Thank you for joining us. U.S. Open 2018. Ripcord sends it off the court.
Second server.
That hurts.
So the game has turned around a little bit. Started off with Ansboury and McGrath in the lead. Took a while for the other opponents to get on the board, and now they're up by 1. The wind has picked up, so right now the wind's at their back. I know that last shot hit the net.
7-6-2.
The ball might be traveling a little farther.
Yeah, it definitely looks like Irina and Lucy have been able to settle in. Oh, sheer power.
So I wouldn't have been able to return that. Of course, I can't return 90% of the balls that are hitting
I would
me.
have loved to have found out. But yeah, Irina and Lucy both with that tennis background. They know how to swing the racket, or the paddle rather.
All 4 of these ladies are actually really strong tennis players. But here we are playing top pickleball, some of the top pickleball in the world.
9-6-2.
Score is 9-6-2. The game has turned around quite a bit.
4 of the best female players in the game here, and they're not just from Naples. They're from all over the globe.
Yep. Christine McGrath's in Pasadena, Southern California.
10-6-2.
Sarah's now full-time traveling.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Full-time traveling. Oh, she went around and she got it! That's a great shot! That is a great shot. Oh, Irina believes that it was. Oh,
Around the post, everybody clapped.
it's going to come down to the
The
line
ref.
call here.
I didn't hear you.
Said it was okay. Irina is trying to challenge to see if that around the post did not get in.
Line judge, did you see it? In or out?
Line judge is calling
He's
it
calling
in.
it in.
Around the net by Sarah Ansboury. That was beautiful.
Can you tell HR to keep...
Great shot by Sarah Ansboury. Good heads up play knowing. Oh, and they just catch themselves, putting themselves back in right
Score is
position.
6-10.
Very important part of the game. Know where you need to be on the court
If you're
and
in
make
the
sure
wrong
the right receiver.
spot, once that ball is served, you will lose the point.
Ripped, handled. Oh, and that. Oh, a beautiful handle by Sarah. They're still in it. McGrath on the offense.
Oh my goodness, hits the net, goes back in. Now we're into a soft game.
It's just long. Beautiful point. Defense and offense. Incredible. These girls are here to play.
Men or women, that's some fantastic pickleball.
7-10.
Crowd goes wild. We are in the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships. The score is 7-10. Sarah and Christine are trying to pull back and save this game. There you go.
It seems like Sarah and Christine just know when to be defensive and when to be offensive. They're making a lot of great decisions out there.
8-10-1.
And they're on their tails here. 8-10-1. That ball was out. 9-10-1 here. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a timeout here. And there it is. Timeout. We will be right back with you folks. Stay tuned and we'll see you shortly.
Thank you. Okay, we're back from the timeout. Thank you everybody for watching, our live streamers, as well as about 1,000 people here internally. Score's 9-10.
Great rip by Sarah. Nice.
There you go.
Curving over the ball, getting that hard arc at Irina.
10-10-1.
That was a significant point tie game. You have to win by 2.
Still on their first serve. Christine takes the net. Sarah makes her way. All 4 players at the net. Oh, she rips out of nowhere into that forehand. Oh, unbelievable point. Advantage.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Christine and Sarah.
Sarah with a huge smile.
11-10-1.
This could be the game.
Game point number 1.
Because I know Bill
Well,
is
not
very
number 1
down
for them. Game point number 1. Dangerous girls out there. Oh, look at that stretch, getting low. Folks, you want to get low if you're playing this game. Get low.
They're going to mix it up. Staying with Sarah. Oh.
Second server.
Great exchange.
And Sarah is a fantastic dinker. That is an uncharacteristic error there.
11-10-2.
Well, you know, when Irina's on the other side of the net, you know, she makes the window pretty small for you to jump through. Nice return by Lucy. Sets up her
Strong.
partner.
Another strong shot.
Defense is incredible.
2 of these guys are back trying to figure out how to reset the point. Can't quite drop it.
Oh, there it is. Oh, it's in. Around the net. It's good!
Holy cow, and that's game number 1. What a game number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, the first game goes to Sarah Ansboury and Christine McGrath.
2 minutes, please.
We got 2
Beautiful
minutes. We will
passion.
be coming back to you for game number 2. We're at the beginning of game number 2 at the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships with the women's 25 plus. The first game went to Sarah Ansboury and Christina McGrath in the black and blue. Very close game, some amazing points. The final score was 12-10.
Yes.
We're now starting off game number 2. Score 0-0-2.
Long serve to start out, right immediately into the first side out of game 2. And folks, this is a best of 3. There is no double dip match game to 15. This is just right here, right now, best of 3 to 11, win by 2. Oh, we're starting off right. Oh, that's the Irina that we know and love right there. Setting herself up, putting it down, getting on the board first. Let's go.
1-0-1. Point.
It's a good spot by Irina, really forcing Sarah to make that difficult backhand at her feet.
2-0-1.
Increasing their lead to 2-0-1 here. This is some good pickleball.
Trying to work their way back to the net.
Oh, she's there.
She got it.
Yep. Yep. Well played by Sarah Ansboury.
Again, all 4 of these ladies are strong singles players in their outright, but in particular, Lucy and Irina and Christine are often at the top end of the singles brackets, coming up on the medal stand. Sarah doesn't seem to be playing singles as much, but today the strengths of each are kind of coming out in a little bit different ways. Some of the baseline shots that Irina and Lucy are doing. But when you have the other team, there you go.
Great shot by Irina.
One of the things that some of you guys will be watching is the third shot drop is talked about over and over and over again. A lot of the ladies pickleball players are opting to go for a third shot drive. There you go.
Oh yeah, the upper level 5-0 players know about that second option. You can drop it into the kitchen, but there's also that third shot rip drop. Rip.
A quick timeout called by Christine. And
it's a game of streaks, Rusty. Got to stop it any way you can.
We'll be back to you soon after the timeout. Stay tuned for more great pickleball. Okay, we're back from the timeout.
Pickleball channel, are you ready?
We're ready.
Okay.
Just got a nod.
5-0.
Scores 5-0-2. Irina and Lucy off to a strong lead.
Just out.
Not sure if that hit her wrist or her hand, but it was out either way. Sometimes people ask if it hits your hand, is that legal? It is, because it's considered part of the paddle.
0-5-1.
But your arms and shoulders are not.
Absolutely. Oh, that slice return, so good. Sarah Ansboury staying aggressive and rewarded for it.
A fan caught the ball and was wondering if he could keep it like in baseball.
Absolutely,
but he had to throw
that'd be
it
a nice
back.
souvenir.
1-5-1.
Pickleball players tend to want to keep the
That
same
same
ball
ball,
as long as possible.
That's a good point. Maybe if it's cracked, he could keep it.
Second server.
So, serving team is Ansboury McGrath. They're on the second serve. Score 1-5-2. Trying to close that gap.
Point.
A little frustration on Lucy's part with that over-the-shoulder backhand, but into the net.
Yeah, the hole was there. It was the right shot to make. Turn, she takes the net. Sarah, ripping. Oh, the follow-up. Irina intelligently lets the ball go.
So there's a nice breeze here, but there's a lot of humidity and sweat. It's hot down here. Some of the players are needing to cool off, and it does affect your gameplay, but you wouldn't know it by watching this. There's some great play happening.
Oh.
Second server.
A lot of intent fans watching from the bleachers here. It's just about a full house here.
Scores 5-2-2.
Oh, nice drop by Irina.
Beautiful drop.
That's just the beginning of the point. You got to follow it up with, the patience and consistency that you need to take that point.
We were just talking about the third shot drive, and now they seem to have been switching to the drop. The wind did pick up a little bit, so Irina and Lucy are hitting into the wind, which makes those subtlety of that drop a little harder.
Second server.
Second serve.
Yeah, you can still see the intensity in Sarah's eyes here. She wants to stay on Lucy and Irina's case as much as she possibly can. Let's see what she does with it here. Drops it in beautifully, takes the net. Great patience. Oh.
Side out.
Christine saw an opportunity there to take it out of the air, and
5-2-1.
boom.
Second
When the ball's
serve.
that high, you know Christine's going to do whatever she wants with that ball. Puts it down the sideline, putting the second serve.
5-2-2.
5-2. Irina and Lucy do have the lead. Oh! Good duck, good let go. It's not as easy as it looks, folks, to determine if a ball's going out or not. It's actually a pretty important part of the game.
Yeah, it's oftentimes the ball you don't hit is the ball that's getting you a point. Ball rose along the net and bounces wide outside. Sarah looks back to the line judge to confirm that call. They're happy about that.
3-5-1.
They're closing the gap a little. Scores 3-5-1. Drop shot.
Christine makes that drop shot look so easy. Oh, followed up. Look at that down the line again. Such a great shot.
Sarah and Christine have been doubles partners for quite a while. They were doubles partners at the U.S. Open. They've been at TOC. They won multiple golds, silvers, bronzes, and many of the major tournaments.
They've been very successful.
And they're closing this gap here. Scores 4-5-1.
Oh.
And there you go. It's a tie game.
Point. Five, 5-1.
5-5-1. Game is tied. Christine and Sarah looking to take the lead here.
I'm wondering if they get this point, if Lucy and Irina will call a timeout.
Oh, good decision.
Second serve.
Smart heads-up play by Irina.
Hits Sarah in the hand.
I think Sarah knew it was coming, but there wasn't much she could do about it.
No.
5-5-2.
Not at
Now
that
the ball
point.
goes that fast. Each player gives a little sorry about that. Scores 5-5-2.
Oh, that slice return. Yeah. Handled. Sarah with the hands and the let go.
Point.
Oh, I think my mic caught that one.
Lucy a little bit frustrated there with that. Said some good returns and ended up hitting that a little bit
6-5-2.
long.
Yeah, that's going to be there in the morning.
6-5-2.
Point.
She's got a red mark on her leg already,
Timeout
man.
receiving team. The
Timeout
score is
receiving team.
7-5-2.
That's a good timeout call. We'll be right back with you
7-5-2.
guys very
Your
shortly.
First timeout.
All right, we're back from the timeout. We are in game number 2
Line
of
judges,
the
are you ready?
women's 25-plus gold medal match. Lucy and Irina started
Score
out with a
is
5-0 lead.
7-5-2.
And Christine and Sarah have turned it around. The score is 7-5-2. That was a big uncharacteristic. I mean, she's kind of, I think maybe she gripped her paddle a little bit there, but kind of hit it out. Just
Yeah, normally people use the timeouts as a morale changer, you know, and that's going to be tough to overcome there coming off that timeout.
Yeah.
8-5-2 here. Nice return. Keeping her back.
Sarah comes over and covers.
Look at that, right back to her. That's great court positioning. She goes for it. Irina engages.
I think that was wide.
Side out.
Irina sees it out, and the line judge
Yep.
agrees.
Some of these line calls aren't that loud.
Yeah.
Your score is 8.
Quick score check just to make sure they're in the right
5-8-1.
positioning. That's good heads up. You want to stay smart out there. Make sure you're in the right spot.
5-8-1. Irina and Lucy have a chance to start again. There you go.
Point.
6.
6-8-1.
All right, start it up right here. Looking to tie that 8 and move right on. Oh, there you go. That's a streak
7,
right
all right.
there. I wouldn't be surprised if Sarah and Christine call a preliminary
get another
timeout here
point.
just to stop that streak. Everybody
Yeah.
knows, and I've
7,
certainly learned, and it was
8-1.
reinforced today, pickleball is a game of streaks.
Absolutely. Score 7-8-1.
Nice drop. Drop taken out of the air. Lets it
There
go.
you go.
It's an obvious let go. And this
There you go.
game is
Timeout
tied
receiving
here.
team.
There you go. You
There's-
called a timeout.
yep,
Ladies and
there's a-
gentlemen, we will back to you shortly. We got
It's a
a
1-minute timeout.
close game.
Stay tuned.
8-8-1. Seconds. Line judges, are you ready?
All right, we're back from the timeout. Christine and Sarah trying to stop the momentum.
The score is 8-8-1.
It's a tie game now. Score is 8-8-1. I don't know if that
Second
shot
server.
from Irina might have been going out. It's up over Christine's shoulder.
But
Had
look
some
at
heat
that
on it,
though.
but
Look at that, Rusty. They put him the second serve. They stopped him. That's what we call a good timeout.
Is that okay, ball? Put a different ball?
Sarah's questioning the ball.
Speculation on the ball. I mean, all.
No good?
Mix it up. Now yesterday we brought out a new ball and right away it was a little too hot and they switched the second ball again.
I mean, it's the Dura 40. You know, Rusty. I'm sure you've played with it before. You know, a brand new Dura 40 is a lot different than a played with Dura 40. That's for darn sure.
Side out.
It's a little frustrating.
And that could be. That's the second ball change of the match.
8-8-1.
Side out. That's a great timeout.
Score is 8-8-1.
Good let go by Irina. She wants that
Exactly.
ball back now.
Second server.
So again, we're at the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships. This is Rusty House from Pickleball Channel. I'm joined by Rob Cassidy.
8-8-2.
Score is 8-8-2 in the women's 25-plus gold medal match. Oh,
Point.
Yep. And we are early in the week here, and it has already been an incredible tournament. I
first.
can't.
Sorry, I'm
Yeah, no
interrupting you.
problem.
First game went to Sarah and Christine, a score of 12-10. Now the score is 9-8-2.
Folks, I cannot say enough about the atmosphere at this tournament and the level of play that we're witnessing here. It's just
Side out.
it's good for the body, good for the mind. Incredible experience. Highly recommended.
We're in the beautiful, beautiful Minto US Open Pickleball Championships in the Zing Zang Championship court.
8-9-1.
Lucy is serving, scores 8-9-1.
Right now, what we're witnessing, you know, it's
Sit.
definitely not your grandma's pickleball, but this tournament is all inclusive. There's ages from 19 plus, there's juniors all the way up to I think 80 plus. You know,
Yep,
so at the
80
same
plus.
time, it is.
9-9-1.
There's nobody being left out here in Naples, Florida.
Oh, crowd
Second
lets out a
serve.
big groan as that ball barely rolls over the net.
You know, you put the apologetic hand up. You know, you move on.
9-9-2.
Score 9-9-2, tie game again.
Unbelievable.
Side
Side out. That's a hard side out. Right now, from here on out, every point is going to be pinnacle.
9-9-1.
Sarah and Christine serving, 9-9-1.
They need
Drop
to stop
shot.
here hard. They need to stop. Oh!
There you
Look
go.
at that.
Second server.
Both players are on the ball. I think Sarah and Christine were anticipating Lucy's shot, but Irina's with the
9-9-2.
misdirect. That's good.
Paddle got in there.
Hell yeah.
Christine serves, 9-2.
Oh, she went through it.
Point.
Lucy looked to change it up there, and it looked like it was working, but you know, not everybody can be on the same page at all times here.
And Irina swung, but just missed the ball.
Timeout receiving team.
There you go.
Hey-o.
We got
Score is
another timeout.
10-9-2.
Score
It's your second
10-9-2. We will be
timeout.
back to you after the timeout.
Game/match point.
All right, we are
15
back from the
seconds.
timeout. This is match point potentially, folks.
Line judges, are you ready?
Second game to win the women's 25-plus gold medal
Score
match.
is 10-9.
Christine McGrath serving. The microphone cut out there. Scores 10-9. Sarah goes for it. Hits it a little bit wide.
The ref didn't announce the server on that, but it apparently was a second server, and that's a timeout. Or a side out.
Side out.
9-10-1.
Scored 9-10-1.
All right. It's a great stop.
Second server.
Unsuccessful.
Like you said,
bowling.
many thousands and thousands of people are playing on temporary nets, which are much more forgiving. The ball can roll over, but on
Sure.
this
9-10-2.
braided cord, it can stop a ball in its tracks.
Yeah, the indoor net's more like a volleyball net where you can roll on through. Oh,
Side-
another hard stop by the white tape.
Another side out.
They got two hard serves to go through here.
Another chance here to take the match.
10-9-1.
Thanks for joining us, folks, on this match point number 2.
Serve.
She went for
Christine
it.
with a drive on the third.
A little high, but she did go for it. I mean,
Second
that was a
serve.
good idea overall,
Yep.
but, you know, a little risky. Sometimes you might have got a little antsy.
Lucy's up there. She hits it back,
They
shuts
got-
it down. Now we're on to the second server.
We got another shot. Match point
10,
number 3.
9, 2.
Oh, it's out.
Yep.
We get another
Side
side
out.
out.
So
Irina.
we have another side out and a chance for Lucy and Irina giving each other pep talk
9,
there.
10, 1.
Irina and
it's
Lucy
9-10-1.
looking for that game 3.
It's an emergency exit area.
That's one.
Yep.
That's one, Rusty.
There you go. She's hitting it on the move.
Okay, come on, go ahead.
10, 10, 1.
On the first serve here, 10-10. Ripped. Lets it out
There
for
she
advantage.
It, do not underestimate when to let a ball go.
11, 10, 1.
Here we are, 11-10, folks.
Game point number 1 for them. These girls are fighting.
Second serve.
Second server, we still have a chance to get this point and go to 3 games. Let's see what happens.
Folks, this is
11-10-2.
officially a nail biter.
11-10-2.
Off the net and out, solidifying
Point.
game 2 for Lucy and Irina. We have
Ladies
a
and
game
gentlemen,
3,
we're going to
buddy.
game 3. High fives. We'll be back shortly after the break.
Woo!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming back to the beginning of game number 3 at the Minto U.S. Open Pickleball Championships of the women's 25-plus gold medal match. I'm here with,
Are you ready?
we are ready. It's Rusty from Pickleball Channel. I'm with Rob Cassidy, guest comment here.
Hey, guys.
We got game 3 beginning.
0, 0, 2.
The score starting off at 0-0-2.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We want as many witnesses as possible of this great pickleball. Oh, and it's out.
Point.
And we got our first point.
1, 0, 2. Side out.
All right, that's a side out.
Should the intro again?
No, we're all right. So a little bit of live streaming glitches here, ladies and gentlemen.
0, 1, 1.
Score 0-1-1.
Game 3. Winner take all, no double dip. And these girls are playing like it all matters. Great shot by Sarah Ansboury. Beautiful. Sarah wants it, you can tell. I mean, of course, all 4 girls want it, but the intensity in Sarah's eyes is going to be hard to beat.
0, 1, 2.
Nice deep return by Lucy. Oh! Good save by Christine. Oh! And off the bounce, a little bit of spin, and Lucy wasn't able to make that shot that she was looking for. Sarah continuing to serve.
See if they can hear it.
Here we are, guys. Game 3. We made it.
1, 1, 2. Point.
Another point on the board here in Game 3, folks. Sure, every point matters, but in Game 3, it's so important.
2-1-2.
Every single point scores 2-1-2. Nope.
Side out.
It's all right. The damage has been done. They're going to look for that
All right,
no
that's a
blood
side
side
out.
out.
1, 1.
The score is 1-1. We're still tied. Call them and get real-time
1,
feedback for
2,
me.
1.
That's correct. Scores 1-2-1. Irina serving to Christine McGrath. Deep return. Sets herself up. And that's putting it to second serve.
Second server.
So we're moving on to second server. We're at the beginning of game number 3 of the women's 25-plus gold medal match.
1, 2, 2.
Scores 1-2-2.
Oh, there's that third shot rip that Rusty was mentioning earlier. Into the dink battle. Irina. Oh. Yeah. Folks at home, if you're ever playing against Christine McGrath, don't hit it to that forehand. Unbelievable. She can do whatever she wants with it. And here we are.
2, 1, 1.
2-1 on the 1. Deep serve. Nice drop. Forced to play the bounce. A little too high, and Lucy punishes Christine for it.
So we're moving on to second server. The teams here, we have Sarah Ansboury serving. The score is 2-1-2. Sarah's in the blue, Christine is in the black. Lucy and Irina are in the white on the other side.
Great patience. Oh! Spoke a little too soon. McGrath looks to try and take it out of the air, and that's okay. They're going to move right on.
1-2-1.
Scores 1-2-1.
Off the net and handled. Into the rip. No touch. Oh, there it is. The brutal forehand by Christine McGrath. This team, Sarah and Christine, is unbelievably strong.
1-2-2.
Needed some help. I need a little help. How you doing today? Good.
Something to mention, Rusty, is that both games were won on the same side of the net. That'll bring us back to you know, the wind being a factor here. The games were won on hitting into the wind as opposed to hitting with the wind. The ball tends to sail more while hitting with the wind.
We have to test my mic.
And they will switch sides at 6 in this game to 11.
Point.
They pull her to the side. Irina can't quite get back over the net. Christine McGrath serving.
3-1-1.
Scored 3-1-1. Neither team taking a big lead.
Point.
And we get a point. And as
miss
Rob and we've been
Timeout
saying,
receiving
our
team,
first
the
timeout
score
is
is
called. We're going to mute the
4-1-1.
audio here for a little
This
bit
is
and
the
come back
first
to you
timeout
after
of
the
this
timeout.
game.
Stay tuned.
Time in. Lines judges, are you ready?
We're coming back from our timeout.
The score is 4. Pickleball challenge. 4-1.
We're in the beginning of game number 3. It's Rusty from Pickleball Channel. We're at the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships. I'm with Rob Cassidy. The game's heating up a little bit, and as we said, when they get to 6, they're going to switch sides. Whoever gets to 11, winning by 2, is going to take home the gold. Sarah Ansboury serving.
Point.
It was a decent side out, or a timeout rather. They put it to second serve, but Sarah Ansboury stayed on their case and increasing their lead here to 5-1-2. 5-1-2. Now, as we said earlier, the wind is certainly a factor, and the side that Sarah and Christine are on has, you know, won both games in this match.
You switch sides.
Now they're switching sides at 6. It's going to be, they're now moving to the less dominant side, or less advantageous side, and now Irina and Lucy will be on the more advantageous side for the rest of the match. So this will be very interesting to see how this turns out. Sarah and Christine did what they needed to do, got to 6 first, gave Irina and Lucy as minimal points as possible, but now it's, you know, based on what we've seen so far, it's going to be tough for them to score points on that side. Let's see how they handle it.
So we're resetting, getting ready. Again, thank you everyone for watching online.
Line judges, are you ready?
This is an amazing tournament. The Minto US Open Pickleball
Line judges,
Championships, powered by Margaritaville.
Score is 6-1-2.
Score is 6-1-2. Sarah's serving.
Nope.
Side out.
Might have been
Yes, side
caught
out.
on her shoe there.
Now 6-1-2 is normally a scary lead, but these ladies turned it around last time.
Little let.
1-6-1.
When the ball hits and clears all the way into the other service court, you get to do it again. It's a simple let. Oh, they almost collide with each other, but keeping the ball in play.
Second server.
Come on, everybody.
Irina tries to run and hit the ball as she's running. Puts it in the net. 1-6-2. Oh, there you
Great
go.
shot by Irina. The rest of this match is going to be very interesting here in the second half of Game 3.
2-6-2.
Another point on the board, 2-6-2.
Oh, followed her up. Oh, okay.
Side out.
Now, if they get a pull off a hold here, Rusty, and keep them at 6, we're in for one heck of a rest of the match.
Exactly.
6-2-1.
6-2 advantage to McGrath and Ansboury. Deep serve, turn, all 4 up at the net. dink session happening. Irina heats it up.
Oh! Handle. Oh! Oh, beautiful hands by Sarah
Lucy
Ansboury.
with a great around the post. Sarah's able to get it back over. That was some impressive
That
play
was
there.
exciting. Well played by Sarah Ansboury. Great heads-up play, recognizing the around the net post and having that defense set up there.
7-2, Christine serving.
That was huge.
Second
go.
server.
Irina's able to stay in the game, stay focused, shuts down the serve. Now we're moving on to the second server.
7-2-2.
With a 5-point lead, score is 7-2-2.
Point.
And that one, Christine ducks, the ball goes long. Got another point. Expect to possibly see, have they used both their
8-2-2.
timeouts? No, we've just started. Possible timeout.
Incredible match. Oh. Oh.
Side
All
out.
right,
Good exchange, great exchange between Irina and Christine.
it's an important side out. Try to stop that momentum and chance.
So now it's their turn.
2-8-1.
Let's go 2-8-1.
Mark that scoreboard. Oh, there it is. Let it begin.
Point.
Irina's
They
able
can
to
take
go
it all
back, let it go long.
They
Get
have
a point.
the advantageous side.
3-8-1.
Whatever the score is may or may not matter. They. Oh.
Second server.
That's uncharacteristic. Serve into the net.
Not what they needed at that point.
3-8-2.
Let's see if Irina can pick her up and keep it going here.
Oh,
Way too high.
Side out.
so Irina coming up fast to the net, and Christine hits it right back and pegs it into her. This, nothing Irina could have done.
8-3-1.
These ladies have incredible reflexes. They're playing great, and it's just a beautiful display of good pickleball.
So score 8-3-1, Christine serving. Irina returns.
Second server.
A little hasty on
I think
that
that's
one. That was a low ball to attack for a wrestler.
2 times in a row, Lucy put it out there a little bit wide.
8-3-2.
Christine tried to come back and went into the net. Sarah serving, scores 8-3.
Being up so high, they want to keep. Oh, that's going to be the icebreaker.
Ball down the middle. I know it sounds cliche. They do say down the middle solves the riddle, but
9-3-2.
if there's a hole, fill the hole. Sarah serving 9-3.
Especially when you got a lefty out of position.
Point.
Let's see, we're at 10. Are they going to call a timeout? Do they have a timeout left?
Are we on 10 here?
10-3-2.
It's
My
possible
goodness,
match point.
And it's
was
just
it.
long.
Just
That's
long,
the-
frustrating.
Game
Game
three.
match.
Point game match goes to Sarah Ansboury and Christine McGrath, the 25-plus gold medal female winners. You guys, some people said this, some of the best pickleball that they've seen. You know, there's great pickleball, but it was a fight, back and forth. You're up, you're down, big runs. What helped you sort of pull that out? And even this game number 2,
Yeah.
what are you thinking? What's going on?
I think the biggest thing for both of us, and especially as a team, is we just need to stay loose, and that's all we kept saying to each other was to play our game and play loose and play together. And I mean, that's with all 3 games, and as long as we stuck to that plan, we can't fail.
How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you.
There you go. Woman of many words. So you're over there, you're coming along, there's a few times when you're hitting some into the net. Both you guys are a little off. And in game number 2, what was going on in your head and what switched before game 3?
Just wanted to keep the ball in the court. Sarah played awesome. She really did this one for us.
Do you think it was only you?
Absolutely not. No, there's
She played great.
there's no way we can do it without each other. I mean, the reality is this game is so tough. To be on such a small court, it doesn't matter what's happening. You have to play together, and there's no other way to do it. And she did amazing, and I'm so proud of her. There's just a couple times when you just lose the ball, and I think that's just what happens.
I like that excuse.
Yeah. So, you know, every so often when you lose your focus, it's easy to do out here. There's so much going on. You know, it's the weather's changing on us constantly and everything. So it's all about kind of letting that go and rolling with it and not letting those few instances get to us and play positive and stay positive with each other, and that's how it came out.
And a lot of the live stream people are talking about the weather, the heat, the humidity, and also the wind. The flags are blowing. Was the wind a factor much, or the climate?
The wind was definitely a big factor. It took us a little bit to adjust to playing with the wind when we switched over onto the second game. We made a few errors in the beginning and then kind of just went back to basics just to keep the ball in the court and pull it together.
Well, there you go, everybody. Go back to basics and pull it together. Congratulations, you guys. Everybody, one more round of applause. Gold medalists, Christine McGrath and Sarah Ansboury. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Everybody stay tuned for more to come from the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships. Until next time, keep on playing.